wherever you may be watching around the world. I lost my dog. There she is. She completely walked. Lucille, you walk completely away from me. All right, we're just doing a quick tune-up before we go live on Facebook for our Hawaii honey giveaway. 1 second here. 1 second. 1 second. All right, here we go. We are at Queen Kapiolani Park. Give me 1 second. My apologies. I need to make an adjustment for my dog here. I didn't know you ran off, Lucille. You're quick as a rabbit for a disabled dog. All right. So here we are at Queen Kapiolani Park. This is one of my favorite parks. We almost never come over this way. But I'll show you some of the reasons why I like it. It's pretty obvious, but just from this one location, you can see so many cool things. And I owe Valentini an apology. Those aren't pickleball courts, but I could have swore they were playing pickleball, but those are tennis courts. But I think they're playing pickleball on them because there's a ton of people over there sounding like it. There's Diamondhead right over there through those trees. We'll go look at that in a better view in just a second. This whole area here that you see over there in the distance is used for soccer and basketball, or baseball and football practice over there for kids in the community centers and what have you. That little grandstand over there is the grandstand where they used to have the Kodak Hula show. And the revisited version of that show was also put there. They stopped doing that show again. And right on the other side of that is the Waikiki Shell. And right over here, this bandstand. All these places I'm going to walk over just a little bit closer to in just a moment. Right over there is the bandstand. And around this time of year, when it's starting to cool off, where you can see the trees are blowing, it's a nice fall day, as much as we have fall here in Hawaii. But that's the Royal Hawaiian Band over there. They're going to do a concert today. It doesn't get a lot of people there, but man, the people that come are very loyal. A lot of locals and people that know about that show, or the practice and show they have. And this bandstand is really lively this time of year because they start having school events. They have the hula shows, the Christmas and holiday shows for some of the schools are held up there. Just a cool little community area. You just feel very homey, old school when you're over here. And right straight through there is the once a month art and crafts show that's right there at the end of Queen Kapiolani Park, not to be confused with Art on the Fence. Art on the Fence is right on the other side over there on Montserrat. Right straight through if you can walk right through those trees, that's where it is. All right. And then across the street right over there in the cluster of buildings is the Barefoot Beach Cafe. That is the Waikiki Aquarium. Right on down this street. This is also still Kalakaua. This road right through here goes all the way through Waikiki proper, as you guys know, but it also goes all the way this way to the base of Diamondhead and through the Kaimana neighborhood straight through there. So let me make one more final adjustment with Lucille, and then I want to walk over there to that open area and just show you some of these landmarks a little bit clearer. How are all of you doing today? Hopefully you're having a wonderful Sunday. It's beautiful here. This is it's starting to be fall here, and guess what we saw about 3 days ago? 3 days ago. The first of the Christmas ornaments were coming out. Yep. You heard me. Aloha, Victoria and Cheryl Mack. How are you? Linda, hey, good to see you, Linda, as always. And Judy Kahn, Kathy Carley. Judy Kahn, are you still here? You still here in on Oahu? If somebody would be kind enough to let me know when we're about 10 till 1 and I need to grab a bench. But isn't that beautiful right there? I mean, I come down here often, like yesterday I did a lot of stills and video captures for content for later on, so I didn't go live. And I come down here and I'm just, you know, sometimes I walk through this park, to be honest, and I don't even notice anything. I just walk through it. It's like, oh, but no big deal, you know. But then there's other times that you come through here and it just blows me away that that is right there. And I think I told this stupid, boring story, but I'll tell you just real quick for those of you who weren't bored by it the first time. When I came here about 25, 26 years ago, I think it's 26, October, this month it's 26 years. I did not have the revelation that we always talk about. Like the first time you come, it's like, oh my gosh, I've been here before. But it's like the second or third time I was actually in this field standing right over there by those trees. I came over here and I was with someone who lives here. I said, oh, you just have to take your shoes off and just kind of feel it. And I did, and I didn't feel anything. But I came back the next day and I was walking through here because I made myself a promise to walk around Diamondhead every day I was here. So on my way walking through here, man, I'm telling you, I'm not much into, you know, minerals and being connected and all that stuff at the time. But man, I sat here without my shoes off and it's almost like, I didn't have any visions or anything like that, but you just feel so connected. And then I started learning the history. So I wasn't influenced by knowing the history of this park beforehand, but you just feel like, man, something's happened here before. You know what I mean? I know it sounds so dumb, but if you're here and you feel it, it's amazing. And then once you feel it once, I think you keep feeling it all the time. You go to the beaches and it's like, man, I feel like I've been here before. Not like last year, but like a long time ago. You feel a connection of some sort. So, and I'm not implying reincarnation at all. I'm just talking about you're feeling connected with the earth. That's all I'm saying. But isn't that beautiful? You can walk over here any day you want and just look at one of the most beautiful natural disaster areas, and which is now one of the most beautiful landmarks and monuments to in Hawaii. I just love it. And it does fall false on me sometimes because there's a lot of times I walk by it, don't even look up. But that's it right there. All right, that's it for my boring story. Hello, Bob, good to see you. Kathy Carley again, and Martinez, what's up? Kathy Martinez, Linda Hay. Yeah, here. That's where I'm standing right there. So if you were standing here, that's what you'd see. It's just grass, but man, on this land was where King Kamehameha had his horse farm. And this huge park that goes way over to where those buildings are right there, all the way over to Montserrat over there, about 300 some acres, 330, 300, something like that. And he had races here, he had his training farms here, and he gave it to the Queen. And all this area here. It's just beautiful. And I think probably a Hawaiian historian is hearing me say this and is wanting to shoot me, but I think this isn't the location for the first luau. That's not what I'm talking about. But there were some of the very first luau's on Oahu were held around this area, because I know there's you can look it up. You can look this up. It's the earliest photo of a luau. And then one of the earliest photos of a luau was shot here. That's all I know. It doesn't matter. The point is that there's so much history here. But look at that stand. That stand has been there for a long time. That's when they had the original Kodak hula show. Aloha, Joanne. Hello, John. Yeah, there's the Waikiki Shell. See what that little truck is right there underneath that tree? There will be, this is the location where they had that Fiji concert, if some of you remember. And there, when they have concerts, this is actually kind of it's not a hack, it's just something that happens. The Waikiki Shell, they had, this is like, I think 2 years ago now, I was coming back from Diamondhead, a hike on Diamondhead, and there's a really popular festival coming up, or a concert coming up that night. And the locals, a bunch of locals were complaining because the tickets were so expensive for that concert. And so they they started packing up, and this wasn't due to that concert, but this concert just happened to be really, really crowded. So all out in this area were people just lining up to listen to these guys do their sound check. And you know, when concerts or bands do their sound check, they do 2 or 3 or 5 or 6 songs or what have you. And apparently someone told them on the inside, there's so many people here on the outside set, so they did their entire set. They did their entire like hour-and-a-half long concert for the locals out here, and it got so packed. There were so many people out here with their chairs and barbecues and families. It was quite amazing. Hello, Ute. Good to see you. Yeah, we went portrait and vertical on this YouTube Live just because YouTube distributes them much better than the widescreens. The widescreen I like much better, but they just don't distribute them near as much, or as wide, I should say. Let's go over here to this bandstand area. I think this bandstand area this time of year is it's just so cool. You know that feeling you get when it starts to be fall, right before Thanksgiving, and then right after Thanksgiving, right before Christmas, and everybody's in a great mood. That's just kind of the mood you're in for a long time over here, just my opinion, because they have these holiday shows all the time. Hello, Lance. What's up, my friend? Yeah, that's it. Lance, that's really what it is. That's a better way to say it. It's like they're like tailgating. Look at this dog over here. That is a massive, massive dog. It's like a horse. Hi there. I love your dog, man. That is a huge dog. Look at this dog, guys. Look at that. It's huge, huh? Lucille can ride that dog. So this is the Royal Hawaiian Band. Sometimes you'll be walking through Royal Hawaiian and they'll be on their great lawn, or their main lawn, I think they call it, on the front side of the hotel. And you can see there's a lot more people here now. How many of you have come by here and it's just like an impromptu concert they're having? They're just tuning up. That's not them playing. So I'm not going to disrupt them if I'm walking to the front of this place. That is so neat. They have the, I think, segments of the Monarch show. They have the, what else do they have? They have the hula, a bunch of the hula contests here. They're just a great little place to come. And if I'm a duck, this is where I'm just coming, man. I don't know what those ducks over. They probably have a contract with the Royal Hawaiian and the international marketplace. That's why those ducks stay there. And they may retire here, but I'm telling you, this is the place to be if you're a duck. Clean water, they have food out here. 2 big ponds to swim and live on. There's no fish in here that's going to eat your babies. And right through there, if you look, you see that road where the cars are going, west to east. That's art on the fence straight over there. There's like between 5 and 12 artists that are over there. Many of you veteran visitors know exactly what I'm talking about. It's a great place just to go to check out some local artists, and it's very, very local. Some of those people have been there for 30 years. 30 years they've hung their artwork. And that is the once a month art show, craft show, right there at Queen Kapiolani Park. You can see right straight through there. Oh, Janet. Janet, we need to get together or connect and figure out our schedule for next week, our let's eat and what have you. Can somebody let me know what time it is here? Hawaii time, if you don't mind. If you don't, if you're here for like 5 days, I know you don't want to spend any time dilly-dallying. You want to fill it with all the things you want to see, activities and attractions. But if you're here maybe for a second or third time for 5 days, or if you have 7 or 10 days, this is a cool little morning walk area, I think. Just breaks things up, from the concrete jungle that is Waikiki. 12:45. Thank you very much. Guys, there's 25 of you on here, nine likes. Let's get those likes up, would you? If you don't mind. That'd be wonderful. Look at that duck. There's something down there that he wants for sure. Isn't that cool? See that big dragonfly? For some reason, I don't know why they came up with that sculpture, but I just went over here and there are 2 dragonflies flying around right beside me. Let's start walking over here. We'll start walking over this side because I know you guys want to see ocean today, and boy, is it beautiful today. Not like it's not beautiful every day, but today it is bumping with the blueness. There you go. Look at you guys, man. I love you guys. 15 likes. I love it. Hi there. Beautiful. How are you? You want to pet her? You want to pet? Okay.
So cute.
Her name's Lucille. Oh, the sunset sail is tonight? All right, cool. All right, I'll text you when I'm done here, Janet. I'm going to stop this stream once we get over here, and then we'll do the giveaway live stream on Facebook, okay? We're going to be giving away the honey 3-pack and the honey farm tour, as well as some trivia questions. Look at that beautiful ocean over there, huh? We may be a tad bit late at the 1 o'clock, but most of you guys are going to be the same people that join us on Facebook. I just want to walk around this area here. Listen to these birds. Happiest birds in the world, I think. Boy, it's good to see Barefoot Beach back bumping busy again, huh? That construction there really hurt them for a little bit, but I don't know if it's helped them anymore, because it wasn't in kind of bad condition, that walkway, but it wasn't killing their business. But nonetheless, it looks good now. Have their umbrellas up. I'm surprised I think they're only open at 7:30. Is that right? I would think they'd open up much earlier. I thought they were open up at 6. But I found out they're only open at 7 or 7:30, something unusually late in the day, in my opinion. The Starbucks have now started opening up at 3:30. in Waikiki, which is somewhat interesting because they're actually closing. They closed, did you guys hear that? They closed 400 Starbucks stores abruptly. Fired everybody. Actually, there was kind of the notice that they didn't fire anybody. They didn't even notify anybody. They just closed one day. Let me show you as much water as I can on this stream, and then we'll sign off and get back on Facebook, all right? Let me see if I can get out of the sun a little bit on this table. I don't want to have Lucille sitting in the sun too much. This may be too bright. Yeah, it's going to be too bright, but let me just show you guys this real quick before we sign off. And then we'll go over to Facebook. Here's your view for the day. Boy, you just avoided that one, Lucille. That almost got you. All right, guys, let's go find a better table. I think that table, it's going to be further back from the ocean, but it's going to be better for shade, I think. Yeah, it's going to be better. Well, they may be leaving. Yeah, this is a little better, huh, Lucille? All right, guys, we're going to sign off, and we will see you over on Facebook. Un momento. Aloha.